So I had to hop on here and tell you the craziest story. So I've been interested in blue zones for almost a decade. If you know me personally, I've talked to you about blue zones. So of course, when we were traveling around Europe, I wanted to go to Greece, to Ikaria, Greece, which is one of the 5 identified blue zones, just to see it. There's not like a thing to see, right? It's just an area of the world where people live healthier, longer. But I wanted to go. I wanted to try the food. I wanted to see what it was like. I wanted to stand on that ground because I'm just fascinated by it. So of course, I wanted to come to Ikaria, where I'm at right now. And we came with friends. My husband and I came with friends, and our wonderful friends booked this little Airbnb kind of place. Beautiful, up in the hills, overlooking the ocean. Absolutely gorgeous. And we get here, and I don't know how it came up exactly, but my husband goes, oh, I was talking to the hostess, the woman that owns the place, with her husband. And she said something about that she was in the Blue Zones documentary just for a little bit, just for a clip. And I was like, oh, well, that's kind of cool. And so over breakfast, I mentioned it to her, and I was like, hey, so you were in the Blue Zones documentary, right? And she's like, yes. And the cookbook. I'm sorry, what? And I look over, and on her shelf, there's the Blue Zones cookbook that I have, that I've made videos from, attempting the different recipes. Really just mainly the one that I made a video from. And so I go, and I'm like, show me immediately. Like, I have to see which one is you. And so she opens it up and starts flipping it through. And she's like, well, this is me here. And all of a sudden it was that like, click, click. Eleni sourdough? That's you? What? Okay, I'm trying to make Eleni's sourdough bread from the Blue Zones Kitchen, which is this amazing book. I love this cookbook. It's the best. Mind blown. And then her husband starts flipping through the book. George starts flipping through the book. And he's like, okay, so this picture was taken here, this picture was taken here, this picture was taken here. Like, the Ikaria section was done here, where I stayed by accident because my friend booked it. And I realized that Ikaria is not, the United States. Like, it's a small island, but there are 8,000 people here. If I have a 1 in 8,000 chance of meeting someone, I'm not putting my money on that. And yet, here we are. So yesterday, we did a cooking class with Eleni, and she taught me how to make her sourdough bread. I made her sourdough bread, the one that I tried and failed on a video, and then tried again and got a little better, but not really. I got to learn from the real Eleni how to make her sourdough bread in her kitchen with her ingredients. I'm out of words. Like, what a crazy world we live in. How in the world did I land here? Just completely unaware. Didn't even know. Like, if she hadn't mentioned it to my husband, who hadn't mentioned it to me, and I wouldn't have asked, I would have left here not knowing that this is the woman whose recipe I've been reading this whole time. Which is so silly. Like, her picture's in the cookbook, but it's not like I've memorized everyone's pictures. Like, I didn't know. It's insane. And I am fangirling so hard over here. Oh, and while we were making the sourdough yesterday, she asked me if I wanted to have a piece of her sourdough starter, which she has had for 40 years. And I said yes, because that's like Kim Kardashian asking if you would like a pair of her like athleisure wear, or Michael Jordan saying, hey, do you want these shoes of mine? Yes, I do. So now I have a little piece of Eleni's sourdough, actual sourdough, in my suitcase right now. And I am terrified that I'm not going to be able to keep it alive, but that thing is going to stay alive. I'm so excited. They are just the most wonderful, charming, delightful people in the world. And I am so grateful that I'm here.